Dear learners and viewers, welcome to online class. How are you? I think you are fine. Today I am with you with another English class, especially on grammar class. Before doing that, now I am going to tell my identity. I am Arifujjaman Ahmedi, lecturer of English department, Daika Adarsh College, Hatibanda Lalmanighat. Dear learners, very beautiful pictures for you. You are looking at the picture, perhaps the pictures of elephant. The first elephant large, the second elephant larger, and the third elephant largest. Dear learners, can you get something? Yes. Very interesting scene. Here you find three pictures of three voices. The first, what do you do? What do the pictures show in this slide? There are three pictures. It's a beautiful scenery. It is more beautiful than the first scenery, isn't it? And the third picture, it is the most beautiful of all sceneries. Dear learners, are you clear? Beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. What are you going to discuss today? Degree or degrees of comparison. It's another name. Comparison of adjectives or comparison of adverbs. Dear learners, learning outcomes. After completing this lesson, we will be able to tell the definition of degree, identify various forms of degree, apply the forms of degree in different categories. Wow, very beautiful pictures. Perhaps these are the pictures of football. The first football, this is a big ball. This ball is bigger than the yellow ball. And third picture, the golden ball is the biggest of all balls. Here you find the three balls of different sizes and different colors. The first one, this is a ball, big ball. The second one is bigger, and the third is the biggest. Here, big. Here, bigger, and here the biggest. What is degrees of comparison? Now the questions, dear learners. Look at degrees of comparison means to compare with one, two or more persons, places and things in three forms of adjectives. Sometimes it can be in also adverbs. Dear learners, do you guess what are you going to tell about? It is very interesting. It is in grammar and in every sections you will find it. There are three forms of adjectives. First one, positive form, second, comparative form, and third, superlative form. Dear learners, basic form of adjectives. Compared with other. Highest form of adjectives. Here we find adjectives have three forms: positive form, comparative form, superlative form. Positive form is called basic form. Comparative form is called formed compared with other. Highest forms of adjective means superlative form is highest form of adjectives. Dear learners, we have already understood what are the categories or what are the forms of adjectives. Now we will discuss positive degree. What is positive degree? Jishan is a tall boy. Okay, dear learners, we have given a height tall. Subject, verb, a or an adjective plus extension. The positive degree of an adjective is used to describe a single thing or person. It simply describes the existence of a quality. Positive degree does not refer to any compare. It just talks about a person or thing. It is the base form of adjective. It describes the single person or thing. Dear learners, make 5 different sentences with the following adjectives: nice, charming, attractive, interesting, excellent, and awesome. Dear learners, think with the words. Now let us see. First one is done for it. This is a nice picture. Wow. Do the 4 pictures, do the 4 examples for you. Talib is taller than Jishan. Here, taller is comparative degree. Okay, tall, taller. Structure: subject, verb, comparative. Here, more, less, form of adjective, then, plus, extension. This is the structure. Dear learners, follow this structure: subject plus verb plus comparative. Here, more or less, form of adjectives, plus, then, plus, extension. The comparative degree is used to compare 2 or more things or persons. It simply describes the higher or lower quality. Comparative degree is formed adding "er" with an adjective or more or less before an adjective when it is pronounced at least 3 times break. That means when it has more syllable. Dear learners, however, how comparative degree is formed? Adjective: "er", more formed; small, smaller; deep, deeper; heavy, heavier; short, shorter; intelligent, more intelligent; interesting, more interesting. Dear learners, if the adjective ends with "e", you have to add only "r". If the adjective ends with "y", with a consonant before it, "y" will be turned into "I", then you have to write "IER". The adjective that ends with "full" does not take "er". While changing into comparative, use "more" or "less" is then used before the word. Dear learners, do you clear? Yes, I think you have cleared. Dear learners, what are the pictures you are looking at? Make 3 comparative sentences with the following adjectives. One is with a negative. Dear learners, are you clear? Fast and slow. The first one is the hare is fast, but the tortoise is slow. Now we're going to discuss positive to comparative. How can we change positive to comparative? Subject plus verb, comparative form, then any other, then most other, or plus rest part of no other or very few. Dear learners, no other person is as weak as Shamim. Very few metals are as valuable as gold. Dear learners, Shamim is weaker than any other person. This is comparative. Their subject Shamim is verb. Weaker is the comparative form of weak, plus than any other person, etc. Very few metals are as valuable as gold. The answer is the first subject, gold, is more valuable then most other here subject will be objects here metals. Are you clear? I think you are clear, dear learners. You are seeing a beautiful picture. The picture, the first side, very nice. Second side, make a comparative sentence with attractive with the pictures above. The first side is more attractive than the second side. Dear learners, do you to get some things? A cat is playing. Very interesting. Fill in the blank with the adjectives in bracket. The cat is than any other cat. That means it is comparative degree. We should make funny into comparative form. That is funnier. The cat is funnier than any other cats. Change the sentences into comparative forms. Dear learners, very interesting sentence. The bird cannot fly as fast as the plane. The crow is as clever as the fox. The tiger is not as small as the cat. Dear learners, Rifat is the tallest boy of all boys. This is superlative degree. Here we find the superlative form tall, taller, tallest. Tallest is the superlative form. So this indicates the sentence is superlative degree. Superlative structure subject plus verb plus the plus superlative form of adjectives plus extension. The superlative degree refers to the highest quality of things or persons. Superlative degree is formed adding est with an adjective or most or least before an adjective when it is pronounced at least 3 times break. That means when it has more syllables. Dear learners, just we can practice in this way. Here there are 2 forms, adjectives, positive form and superlative form. Small, smallest, deep, deepest, heavy, heaviest, short, shortest, intelligent, most intelligent, interesting, most interesting. If the adjective ends with e, you have to add only st. If the adjective ends with y, with a consonant before it, y will be turned into I. Then you have to write ist. The adjectives that ends with full does not take est while changing into superlative. Most or least in then used before the word. I think you are clear, dear learners. Dear learners, exceptions. There are some adjectives which do not follow any rule, and for this they are called irregular adjectives such as good, better, best. This words does not follow any rules. Bad, evil or ill, worst, late, later, latest or last. Many, more, most, mass, more, most, old, older or elder, oldest or eldest, for, former, foremost or first. Dear learners, make sentences with the pictures applying the adjectives in superlative degrees. High, precious and useful. Eiffel Tower, gold bar, the cow. Change the sentences into superlative degree. The Padma is a white river. The rose is better than any other flower. The elephant is bigger than all other elements. He is a wise man in our locality. It is an excellent idea. Dear learners, we have come to the last part of our lectures. Dear learners, I think you have understand it, and I think you should do and practice it. Dear learners, may you be good and happy. God bless you, and practice it at home. I will meet you with another lecture, inshallah, in my last online class. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.